Hi, good evening, everyone. We'll start the session now. The last session we discussed about the introduction to the software testing. So, last session we discussed about the introduction to the software testing. The first topic, introduction to software testing. So, what are the topics I explained here? What is software testing? So, what are the advantages of software testing? So, how we can say software testing? Software testing is a process used to identify. Software testing is a process used to identify correctness, completeness, and to measure quality of developed software. To measure quality of developed software. In other words, we can call software testing performed to ensure client requirements in developed software. Whichever requirements are given by the client, those requirements are fulfilled in the application or not. Further, we go for testing it is. Or in other words, we can call software testing is a combination of verification and validation. Then advantages of the software testing. Siva, this is the first topic which we discussed a few concepts. I'm repeating those concepts. Advantage of software testing. Why nowadays every organization will maintain the separate testing team to go for testing. Software testing will help to deliver reliable software. That means right software to the customer. It will reduce maintenance cost for a project. It will reduce maintenance cost for a project. That means once we deliver the software to the customer, while using software, if customer find any defects, any problems in the software, to rectify those problems, some amount he has to spend. The repair cost, that expenditure, where we are going to call maintenance cost. If you tested, we given the right one, customer will face less problems. When less problems, low maintenance for the project. Right. Less maintenance for the project. Software testing will help to deliver bug-free software to the customer. That's the advantage of it. Then I explain about the difference among the error, defect, bug, and failure. Error means any mistakes are identified in a code level, in code level or source code of the application. Code level or source code of the application that we are going to call error, like a syntax error, logical errors will be there. Okay. Difference among the error means error is nothing but mistakes which are identified in the code level that we are going to call. Next, defect means if you got any deviation between expected to actual behavior of the application. Suppose I go for the application like this. If I go for registration form, application level, so deviation, that means this is a registration form is there. Without enter the username, without enter the password, without enter the confirm password, this is mandatory fields. So without enter the any values, if I click on submit, generally what is our expectation? Error message should be displayed. Right? My error message should be displayed. Now we'll see if I click on the submit, what is the response of the application? What we got here, successful registration is done. It's showing it is. But actually unsuccessful. We're expecting. So we got the deviation. So this is called defect. This is a registration form. Without enter the data, it is accepting. It should not accept actually. This is what the defect we are going to call. That is a defect we are going to call. Now bug. What is bug means? When you report defects to developers, if developers are accepted our defects which are reported, if developers are accept our defects, those kind of defects are going to call bugs we are going to call. Then failure. Whenever defects are reached to the end user, whenever defects are reached to the end user, then it is called failure software. Suppose my here more number of defects reach to the customer, then it is called failure. So one or two defects will not going to say it is a failure software. One or two functionalities are not working in the application. We should not say that the entire project is failed. In application, majority of the transactions where end user unable to perform, then only it is called failure software we are going to call. Then what next I explained some of the major activities in software company. Some of the major activities in software company, such as first one is coding. Coding nothing but a writing the programs, writing the programs using either programming languages or scripting languages, using either programming languages or scripting languages. Okay. Coding. Developers are the responsible for this. So writing the programs using either programming or scripting languages in order to develop the software is called coding. Next one, we have the testing. So whenever software developed, that will be delivered to the separate testing team. whenever software developed, that will be delivered to the separate testing team. Now, the test engineers are the responsible to validate the developed software as per the client requirements or specifications. That is called testing we are going to say. So once while doing the testing, as a testing engineer, your goal should be to identify the defects. Whenever defects are identified, you are not responsible to solve the defects. Then who is the responsible? Developers. Now they are going to test engineers has to inform to the developers about the defects. That kind of activity where we are going to call defect reporting. That is called defect reporting we are going to see. Once you reported defects developers will do the review on the code in order to identify root cause for a defect, why this defect is raised, where they did a mistake while writing the programs. That root cause analysis where we are going to call debugging we are going to call. That is called debugging. After this debugging, there is an activity called bug fixing. Developers will modify source code of the application in order to solve the defects. Modify source code application in order to solve the defects. That is called bug fixing. But as a tester, we do testing. Then while testing, whenever we identify defects, then we go for the defect reporting. These are our job activities as a testing engineer. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubts are there here up to now? Use the chat box. Okay. Next one here. Types of testing. Types of software testing. Types of software testing. Types of software testing. So in general, nowadays, there are two ways we can perform the testing. One is called manual testing. The second one is called automation testing. Instead of understand, when you go for the manual testing, we can define this without using any automation tool, no other software, without using any automation tool, test engineer directly interact with application to verify actual behavior while performing operations is called manual testing. Without using any automation tool, test engineer directly interact with application to verify actual behavior while performing operations is called manual testing. No tool directly we interact with application. Directly we interact the application to verify the actual behavior. This is what manual tests are going to do. But when you go for the manual testing, we have to prepare the test cases for that. Test engineers are going to prepare the test cases. So test cases in simple like a so in template Excel sheet we are going to prepare the test cases. But the test cases which are going to prepare in plain English table format, which describes the validation procedure of the application. How do you want to test the application? That procedure will be described by the test case it is. Now see my here. Without using any automation tool, test engineer directly interact with application to verify the actual behavior while performing operations. That is called manual testing. But when you go for the manual testing, we have to derive the test cases. See my here. For manual testing, we prepare test cases and those are used to validate application. Test case, what it describes, how you want to test the particular functionality, step by step it will be describes. Test case describes validation procedure of a specific requirement application. Example, if I go for I want to verify next button functionality in this Gmail application. I want to write the test case to verify the next button functionality in a Gmail application. So how we can go for that? See my manual test how we can do. What they said, click on next button without entering the email. Error message should display. Now I'm checking the manual testing without enter the email. I'm going to click on next. Error message displayed. So what I will going to say here is error message. Now what is the step status? Pass or fail? Pass. Because we're expecting error message. Application also responded such a way. So it is passed. Okay. Now enter invalid email. Then click on next. Now Seema, I'm going to enter the invalid email like this. If I click on next, again expecting error message. Again expecting error message. Right. Next. Enter valid email. Then click on next. Then you should ask for password. Here what I'm going to say, error message displayed. This password. Ask for password. Here now, if I enter the valid email, suppose Madhukar PA, click on next. asking for password, right? Now I'm going to say password displayed. Password. See, expectation, actual both should be matched, then only pass. Otherwise, we have to give the status as failed. Status as failed, we have to say it is. Okay, like this. Now, but when you go for the manual testing, the major disadvantage of the manual testing, time consuming, more time it's going to take. If suppose I go for the application like this, in this space, I want to know that how many hyperlinks are there. So manual definitely takes a lot of time for us. Okay, now I will show that automation testing. So what is meaning of automation testing? Understand. First of all, what is the meaning of automation? Any task or activity, any task or activity performed with the help of the tool or programs, with the help of the tool or programs is called automation. If I go for scenario like this, I want to find the multiplication of 5 with 9. Directly, if I said without using anything, by seeing the requirement, I said it is 45. That is manual. If suppose I may use calculator to find the multiplication of these values, that is automation. Or I can find it is by writing the program also. That is also automation. Say calci or program is automation, I am going to say. So such a way, automating human activities in order to validate the application is called automation testing. So what are the possibilities are there for automation testing? Automation testing can be performed. Automating human activities, that is test execution, in order to validate the application is called automation testing. So different ways we can do the automation testing using programming languages or using scripting languages or using any one of the third party automation tools. Okay, like Windrunner, QTP, Selenium, Tosca, Playwright. Like that, we have a number of tools. So we can use any one of the tool for automation testing. But nowadays, more demanding tool is Selenium. That's the reason in this course we are going to learn the Selenium with the core Java concepts. Right. Okay. So I will show that one scenario here, automation testing, so that we get some idea. Hmm. Now Sima here, I want to verify number of links in this page as 300. I want to verify. I want to verify number of links in the page 300 are there or not. If I go for manually, a lot of time it's going to take. But same scenario, if I want to go for the automation testing, same scenario, I want to go for the automation testing. So what happens here? There is the using Selenium, I want to count the number of links availability. 300 links are available or not, I want to check. I return the some program there in my Selenium. I give an instruction that I am not operating anything. It will open the browser. It will go to navigate your application. Open page is loading. That's it is waiting. It is waiting. Still page is loading there. Now see once again. Let me run.
Sir,
Mm.
actually today we have been asked to do early login in Office, sir. So after payment, backend team will provide your WhatsApp group details, right?
Yes, I will give here my WhatsApp details also to share the notes. You take my number.
Because I have to leave now, sir. So
Yeah.
only.
And I'm giving the chat box. You can take my WhatsApp number.
Okay.
In chat box, I given the my WhatsApp number.
Yes, sir. Got it. Okay.
Tomorrow I will take the session more. That will more time.
Okay. Is this same link or the other different link, sir? Because as per the mail, it's today is the last.
Tomorrow, uh, you try this link tomorrow also.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
If any
Thank you,
link
sir.
is not working, just ask me in the WhatsApp. I will give the new link.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now see my here when I automated. Now what happens here? Let me know once again that application reddy mail is taking more time to load actually. Yes, application is open. Now, Sima here, what is saying the test failed. So, 2982 links only available. So, this is the advantage of the automation testing. What is the advantage? Manual testing, time consuming. So, more time it's going to take. When you go for automation testing, fast in execution. Fast in execution for us. Okay. So, but whenever you go for automation testing, we have to develop this kind of programs. This kind of programs are called automation test script. We are going to call automation test script. Now, Sima, after you understand this portion, you should know that you want to get a job as a test engineer. What type of skill set required for us? So, required skill set will be technical skill set. We should have some knowledge on manual testing concepts, knowledge on manual testing concepts, knowledge on any one of the automation tool like Selenium or QTP or Tosca, knowledge on any one of the automation tool like Selenium, QTP, Tosca, the knowledge on any one of the defect reporting tool like Jira. These three are the mandatory skill set. Every tester should know in present scenario these things. Manual testing concepts, any one of the automation tool, any one of the defect reporting tool knowledge is an important. Those things as a course content, I'm going to explain those concepts to you. Apart that, what I'm going to provide to you in addition, some database concepts and also API testing, introduction to the database concepts and introduction to the API testing also I will going to provide to you. Those are not mandatory. If you have that one also add advantage to that. The reason I will explain it is. Then good analytical skills. What is it? Good analytical skills. That means whenever project related documents are given to you, you should aware of that. So you have to read and you have to understand it is. Then end of the day, what are the activities you done for that project? Okay. So whatever activities you done for a project, those things you have to intimate to your client, your test lead. So he is the reporting manager for you. How you are going to inform through mail only. How much work is completed, how much work is still remaining. You have to say it is like this. A good attitude should be there. These are the things you have to follow. So this is the skill set required. Mainly, first three are the mandatory. Knowledge and any one of the knowledge and manual testing concepts, knowledge and any one of the automation tool, any one of the defect reporting tool. Okay. Venkatesh, able to follow?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Sasi, is it clear?
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. So that we complete about the first chapter in the software testing, manual testing portion. What is software testing advantages? The next topic is introduction to the software. Okay. That introduction to software topic will be discussed tomorrow. At the same time, 3:30 to 5 I will take. I will go to complete those concepts. Okay. So tomorrow continue the session. Use the same, I think same link you have to use. So management is going to intimate to you about the link. So tomorrow continue the session. Okay. Thank you. See you tomorrow. In Sunday, I'm going to take the special class. Sunday. Okay.